Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we're getting a relatively large implementation here during this November update, and that is club leagues. We're going to be getting straight away into everything we know about it right now, as well as speculation as to when I think it might be coming around the corner, as well as what it might entail. So hope you guys are all excited about club leagues. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Over here on the Brawl Stars Twitter page one day ago, as you can see, a tweet was sent out about an upcoming implementation called Club Leagues. We have here, Club Leagues is coming. We'll post a full breakdown about the club resize tomorrow. Stay tuned. So as we mentioned in a previous Brawl News episode, it made a ton of sense seeing that the clubs are being resized or downscaled from 100 to 30 members, that a big implementation would come because of it. And now we have an explanation for that, and that is of course Club Leagues, with this beautiful artwork coming out for it. Two opposite sides, the blue side and the red side, duking it out against each other. Also, another really important thing inside of this photo that a ton of people are discussing here in the community is the red and blue flag in the background. A ton of people thinking that this might be the logo of Club League when it arrives here in Brawl Stars. Pretty dang cool, and it's really exciting, guys. I don't know, I've been looking forward to an implementation like this for a long time. Also, some people still on the fence with the club resizing, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys are as well if you are in your own club. As you can see, a tweet here by Ram Brawl Stars. Please don't resize the clubs. Just select the top 30 club members from 100 members eligible for Club League, or by selecting done by president or vice, any 30 members from 100 members. 30 people in a club makes it more inactive among 100 people in a club. We can find more people for playing easily. Among 30 people in club, hard to find people for playing. Club chat will be inactive with less people. I completely understand the sentiment from Ram here. I feel like it's going to be a little bit tricky to say goodbye to 70 people in your club, though there is a thing that the Brawl Stars dev team is doing to clubs, which we will be getting into here in a little bit, to kind of make this change okay. But my goodness, you guys do not even know how long I've been waiting for an implementation to clubs to make it a little bit more impactful to be in one. I think where clubs stand right now, it gives way to more inactivity than what it would be with 30 members and a objective based thing that we're all kind of geared towards and trying to win. It's a club collective effort, which I think will make social interaction inside of clubs much stronger. But then taking a look at this post that came out a short 42 minutes ago at the point that I'm recording this video. Attention! In November's update, the club's capacity will reduce from 100 to 30 members. If you don't rearrange yourself, it'll be done automatically. Check the diagram to understand how this is going to work. Hashtag Club League. So we have a nice diagram here explaining how the club is going to change from 100 members to 30 members, as well as how the club is going to work while club leagues are in the game. As you can see at the very top here, we have November update. Choose your club members now, or it will be done automatically. Getting along to the next point here, as you can see, there's going to be some negative implications if you are inactive in your clubs, but it is 2 weeks, guys. That is so much time to be active in your club. We have activity check, no login check for 14 days. You'll be kicked out of the club. Time to wake up. This is a very forgivable amount of time when it comes to club inactivity. I've played other games in the past where it gives you like a couple days and you're like stressing out if you have to go on vacation or something like that. So 14 days is manageable. And I feel like it will help out with club activity when club leagues is a thing. People will be online more often and there to help out with whatever club league needs from us. But next up, getting here to the next point, rank check. Who remains in the original club? The highest ranked players will get priority. Ranks are president, vice president, senior, and member. So it appears the same rankings still hold the merit inside of clubs such as president, vice president, senior, and member. I got a little bit worried from this post that the highest trophied person would be the president by default, but it appears that we can still select who you want to be at those ranks. But I believe it would be in your best interest to give vice presidency to people who are well established here in the game and understand the game as a whole, so that they can win club leagues a little bit more often. Not so much as like giving your vice president to like your best buddy, even if they're at the bottom of the league. But I feel like that will get more clarification once club leagues are actually in the game. But moving along to trophy check. If ranks are equal, players with the most trophies will get priority. So that's in terms of if you have two vice presidents, one has lower trophies but then grinds up to pass another vice president, he's going to have priority. And same goes to the members who don't necessarily have like a given higher rank. If you have more trophies, you're going to have higher seating inside of that club, or higher priority. The next point is actually really interesting and a way to kind of counteract counteract the loss of 70 members inside of your club and give a little bit less stress to the people who have these big clubs and don't want to let the resize ruin it. We have new club. Once the main club gets 30 members, a new second club will be automatically created and filled using the same criteria. Seeing that it's automatically filled, it's giving me hope that maybe there's a way to kind of interconnect the clubs so that you'll be able to keep an eye on those clubs and still kind of manage them if you are president or if you're a part of this family club or organization. Kind of like a feeder to the main club, which I'm assuming would be also participating in club leagues and things along those lines. And hey, if you want to get to the main club, then push up your trophies, and then if you're in a desirable spot for that first place club, then you can get there with a little bit of effort, which I kind of like. I remember way back in the day when it came to Clash of Clans and Clan Wars, I was in this really low feeder club to this crazy clan that was at the very top, and it was my objective to kind of work up the ranks and stuff like that. It gave me a reason to play a little bit more competitively in Clash of Clans, and I enjoyed it. And then as for the final point that gives a little bit more clarification to the new club point, we have club names. All new clubs created will have the same name as the original club, maybe like a club name 2 or something like that, but either way, it's cool to have like a branched family of the same club, you know what I mean? It feels like it's the same club, just smaller segments of it, you know? But getting into the FAQ we have here, will friends lists increase due to club capacity resizes? The answer, no, it will stay the same. Next one, how do I contact members that are no longer in my club? Answer, talk to them before the change or you might lose contact. Next up, can I rename my club if I'm not in the main one? The answer, no. Create a new club if you want to change the name. But yeah, guys, you should all let me know what you're thinking about these changes to club capacity and just clubs in general. I feel like with these changes being so drastic, it's kind of giving me hope that this club league implementation is going to be really interesting. Really, the only other thing that I'm a little bit nervous about is the fact that if you are a club president in the main club, how are you going to keep morale up with the lower feeder clubs and things like that? Will there be new management in those clubs, kind of like vice presidents overseeing like club leagues and stuff like that or whatnot? I guess we'll have to wait and see once club leagues are actually announced and how it all is organized. But either way, very excited, guys. I've been dying for new club implementations, and I feel like this is exactly what I was looking for. Very excited. But then that brings us to the speculation portion of this video here today, and that is, when are club leagues coming to Brawl Stars? And I think there's two timelines that make the most sense to me. As you all know, we have a Season 9 Brawl Pass shortly approaching in 5 days and 18 hours at the point that I'm recording this video. Now, club leagues, I'm almost 100% certain won't be coming at that 5-day and 18-hour point. I think it would kind of minimize the content that's coming out in this Season 9 Brawl Pass. But maybe a few days after that, we'll start to get some information for this November update right around the corner. And then the other timeline that I think makes the most sense is, as we all know, a good way to look at when the next update should be arriving is when the content from the previous update is starting to run dry, such as skins being released and things along those lines. And the final skin being released in the Season 9 update is Kong Surge, which is coming out November 20th, so maybe that's when it would be implemented, maybe getting information a little bit before that. Now, the hardest bit of speculation is how these club leagues are actually going to work here in Brawl Stars. I feel like we don't have that much context to go off of. We've had previous examples in other Supercell games like Clan Wars, but really that's all we have to go off of, and I'm assuming it's going to be a different take here in Brawl Stars, seeing that it's a very different game. I guess we have a little bit of something to go off of in this photo, where we have a ton of brawlers versus a ton of other brawlers on the opposing club's side. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of point system based on like wins and losses. If you win your matches more consistently compared to the other club, you're going to get more points and then win against the club in the long run, and then some sort of reward in the end, I'm assuming. But that is a very cut and dry explanation or look into what club league might look like. But if you guys have any ideas as to what this might entail, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I love reading through ideas and speculation. It's always very fun. Now, I know change in games or any facet of life is a little bit scary, which is why I feel like some people are kind of pushing back on this implementation when it comes to the clubs being resized and things like that. Man, guys, I remember when I was playing Brawl Stars back in beta phase and portrait was still a thing. I was so scared the change to landscape, but my goodness, Brawl Stars is phenomenal right now because of it. So I think with with this change, though it is a little bit scary and something very foreign and new to the game that we're not used to, I think it's going to give way for really exciting things in the game that we play every single day and love. But yeah, guys, be sure to let me know what you're thinking about this Club League update slowly approaching. I feel like some people are a little bit disappointed in this last update being somewhat of a smaller update, but I really enjoy how these updates are rolling out here, seeing that we got like one smaller one and then another one that has a bigger implementation. It feels like back-to-back updates. I don't know. It's just the way that I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the update here today, be sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, you guys.